Hey ladies, I'm Natalia and welcome back to Fit Rebelle. We all have bad habits that tend to creep up on us, sometimes without us even knowing. And at Fit Rebelle, we're all about achieving our full potential and becoming strong and confident women. So bad habits really have no place in our lives. They stop us from achieving our objectives. Today I'm going to go through some very common bad gym habits, but most importantly, some tricks that you can apply to get rid of them. I really wish I had known about some of these tricks when I got started. It would have saved me a lot of time and wasted efforts at the gym. So you're going to want to stick around for this. Remember to follow me on Instagram for some motivation and fitness tips, and to like me on Facebook where I post some exclusive content for my Rebels, and to stay up to date with everything that is going on with Fit Rebelle. There will be some really exciting news coming up soon, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. Okay, let's go.
So the first bad habit is that you don't warm up before each exercise. Now, it's not enough to warm up just before your entire workout. It's also really crucial to warm up before each one of your exercises. This way you're sure to correct your form so that when you add in heavier weight, you won't injure yourself and you will be able to take full advantage of the exercise that you're doing. You also want to be sure you're working on all the right muscles that you want to be focusing on, and you want to help wake them up a little bit to let them know that you're about to go in and destroy them. Overall, it's just really important to just gain overall confidence in the exercise, to really gain focus so that when you actually do it, you can really give it your all. Now, I know this is really easy to forget, especially when you're short in time and you think, well, I might as well skip the warm-up, right? I just want to get through my gym session and go on to the next thing of my day. But that's not the best strategy. If you want to cut time elsewhere by, for example, shortening your rest times or by doing some supersets. So the tip here that I would give you is that in order to really not forget your warm-up sets, write it down where you track your progress. What I personally do, it's a personal preference, but what I do is I write down my warm-up sets in parentheses so that I know they're warm-up sets, but also I know that I have to do them. Now the next one is that you don't change up your workouts often enough. Now, I know that a lot of us get pretty lazy to change up our workouts very often, especially when it takes so long to get used to a new workout and you're finally getting into some sort of routine. But eventually you'll notice that your benefits from this workout will start to decrease. And that's because your body will begin to get used to this workout. It won't feel as challenged as it did when you first began. And we both know that when your body's not challenged in your workouts, you will not get the best results, so we don't want that. What I usually do is I personally try to change my workouts every 90 days, but when I say change my workouts, it doesn't necessarily have to mean a drastic change, completely change everything. You can sometimes continue the same exercises, but with different intensity, for example, with different amount of sets, different amount of reps per set. It's really up to you to change things up and challenge your body in different ways. So my tip here would be set yourself a certain amount of time with certain objectives, and then make a workout plan according to those objectives, so that by the end of this time period, so say if it's 90 days, at the end of 90 days, you can then reevaluate where you're at, what progress you've been making, are you happy with where you're at, and at that point, reevaluate whether you have new objectives or whether you will find different ways to reach your old objectives in a much more efficient way. The third bad gym habit is that you forget to stretch after your workout. Now, I have definitely been a victim of this one for sure. You're so excited to finish your workout, you know, you've been through all these tough exercises, you've really given it your all, and now you're so excited to get on with your day, especially when you're leading a busy lifestyle. But forgetting to stretch after your workout can have really negative effects on your body. When you're lifting heavy weights, your muscles get tighter over time if you're not stretching them. And over time, this can mean that muscles that are alongside it start to slouch over or go to one side, which can eventually affect your posture. And for my ladies who have desk jobs, this is really not going to help your situation. So definitely don't forget to stretch after your workouts. That being said, stretching right after your workout is not ideal because your muscles are still warm, and that will actually have some other negative effects. So it's best to wait about 5 to 10 minutes after your workout. My tip here would be treat stretching like any other exercise in your list. So when you have, say, a leg day and you have a bunch of leg exercises, the last exercise on your list should be stretching. That way you won't forget it. The next bad gym habit is to use your smartphone during your gym session. Now, I know how tempting it could be to browse on Facebook or browse on Instagram when you're at the gym, but real results come from concentration and focus at the gym, where you're really giving it your all. Not only do you avoid injury this way, but you're also sure you're focusing on all the right muscles, and high intensity gym sessions are the one with the maximum rewards. And social media is the perfect recipe for distractions and for just a lack of general efficiency in your session. If you want to use your phone to keep track of your progress, that's great. If you want to use it for music, that's great too. But if you're gonna constantly get distracted by social media, my tip here would be to put it on airplane mode, put it on do not disturb, do everything in your power to really allow yourself to be really fully at the gym and focus on your body and on really your performance during your time there. The next bad gym habit is that you overtrain. Now, I know that going to the gym can get pretty addictive. Endorphins get released every time you go. You're starting to see progress, which is really encouraging, so you keep going, and before you know it, you're going every single day. Now, although I love the enthusiasm, this is not ideal. If you don't give your muscles enough time to rest, this can lead to exhaustion and also lead to injuries, so it's not very good. But what you probably don't know is that if you overtrain and you don't let your muscles recover, this can actually backfire. It can mean that you'll accumulate fat a lot easier and you will lose the muscle that you gain. Be sure to plan maximum 5 to 6 days a week and allow yourself at least one rest day a week, so that you don't overtrain and don't have any of these bad side effects. Another bad gym habit that you may have is that you only train one part of your body. Now, I know that it's great to want to focus on certain areas of your body, and that's one of the biggest advantages of weight training, which is that you can shape your body the way you want to shape it. It's one of my favorite things. But if you only train one part of your body, this could lead to health problems later, such as bad posture. And also, only training one part of your body can actually help the progress of that part of the body in itself too. And besides, having a harmonious body is actually really great, so why not go for that? I wrote a full article about this and it's linked in the description if you want to know more about why training your whole body is a great idea. Now, my tip for this would be that a lot of women don't train their entire bodies because they're misinformed and they just don't know how to do certain exercises for certain areas of the body. Make sure you're well informed, do your research ahead of time, and when you create your workout plan, make sure you incorporate exercises that emphasize your entire body, even if you're going to focus on one specific area of your body, and you'll be all set. Last but not least, a bad gym habit that you might have is that you don't track your progress. Now, how do you expect to improve ever if you're having to guess or choose randomly the weights you're gonna lift or this amount of sets you're gonna do for your exercise? You need to track your progress in order to be able to improve over time. It's crucial. My tip to do this is to write it down. Write down every single thing that you do, and this should start when you create your workout plan to begin with. So this is just to give you an idea of what I do. This is how I keep track of my progress. This is an example of it. I have the different exercises here in black, and below that what you see is the various sets that I do per exercise. As you can see, the first one is in parentheses, so that's my warm-up set, and then the sets after that are my full intensity exercise reps. So you can take what you want from that. It's really a personal preference type of thing. This is what works for me and that I find has helped me over time. What you didn't see there is that sometimes I add in little notes next to my sets to tell me, you know, next time try to increase, I think I can do better, or watch out for my form or things like that. It's really important to just communicate with yourself, because you think you'll remember things but you won't in the end, and that's just going to delay your progress over time. Now, as you may have noticed, I have been going around a city during this video, and if some of you may have guessed that this is Split, Croatia. And I'll be here for a little while, so I thought I would take you out with me to explore the city whilst also talking about real gym stuff. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little walk.
Okay ladies, it's time to get rid of those bad gym habits and let's start this year off right. To take full advantage of your workouts, check out this recipe right over here, which will fuel you with all the right kinds of energy. And for those of you looking to finally get rid of your gym fear, check out this video right over here to hit the gym with confidence. Remember to subscribe for some cool new workouts and for some genuine fitness and self-love advice. Thanks for watching and stay strong, ladies.